You wanted a dance? Here's a dance! Good morning, Brian and Emmanuel. How are you today? That's delightful. I appreciate your feedback on everything. I will take that into account when I am working on them. And in response to my amazing impressions, keen listeners were aware Kif was number 26. So he was a little bonus I put in there. Yeah, I know. 26 impressions for the price of 25. Which is still free. Amazing deal. Brian, while you were talking, I had some Medicine Hat ideas, actually. I was thinking, why don't we film it like new person comes into town and episode 1 be the tour. We're showing someone around and we're taking them in the cars and it's kind of like a handy cam, like always sort of filming. And we're driving and we're going 40 on the main road and we're right behind someone and we're just like, oh yeah, this is a normal thing. And the guy's like, really? And you're like, oh yeah, like this is totally fine. Like, wow. Like, old man Jenkins is driving a little quicker today than usual. And then we like take them to our big sites and we go to the teepee. Someone once said, the biggest teepee and we don't have a single native family in town. We'll be like, oh, now let's celebrate, we'll go for coffee. Go downtown, every single place is closed. Like, oh, right, I forgot. Close at 4:30. It's 4:02. Yeah, I guess they closed early today. Walking around downtown, it's dead. We could just show off like all the big things that are ridiculous, like really quickly. And that'd be a really easy way to kind of transition and maybe we could find our voice from there. I don't know. And it'd be fun to film too. I really like your accent idea. I think that it's funny, like, doing the Russian accents, upping the ante and being, like, super Chinese. Oh, yes, I speak Chinese. I'm amazing at it. How are you? And the Chinese people would be like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, like, I'm amazing at accents. But I don't know what the punchline would be. We need something out of left field. Something that really surprises everyone. Possibly he sleeps with the girl that the other guy likes. Or the main guy could try an accent. Someone slaps him because he's racist. I also really liked your comic. That was surprisingly well drawn. And it was funny. And I thought it was a clock. I definitely saw that was a clock. Plus, that made sense because it was the punchline of the joke. Like, what else would he be yelling at? I think you gotta work on your guys' hair. I think you're definitely gonna be the storyboard guy when we become famous TV writers. Your storyboards are already a million times better than mine. Here's my awful attempt at a storyboard. Childish and inane drawings. You are the storyboard guy. Emmanuel, that's a pretty well thought out idea for 20 seconds of thought. Maybe your mind is just an interesting one. I really like it. Proposal idea. Again, would we film it? Would we get a girl to film it? Would it be guys talking about how he's gonna propose? 10 ways to propose. Like, number 1. Yeah, the shoelace. Like, number 2, the wine. Number 3, setting yourself on fire. Eventually goes up to like, you're drowning and the girl's like, I'll give you mouth to mouth, and giving mouth to mouth, and up comes the ring and you're like, will you marry me? Like, yes. If we don't do like the list or whatever, we could just have him like doing these ridiculous things, but he keeps proposing to the wrong people, to a fireman by accident who rushes in to save the day. No matter what, this one would be fun to film. First off, it's ridiculous. Second of all, we'd have to have a girl in it, unless we're doing gays. I'd prefer to do a girl because that would mean we'd film with a girl who I sort of know someone who might be interested. You're rapping? Phenomenal. I am ridiculously impressed. Why didn't I know that you could rap? Can you teach me how to rap? Can we have rap battles? I don't rap at all. I made up a song about a unicorn once. I am impressed. Let's get you a record deal. Or let's write you a sketch that you have to rap in, because that would be awesome. My idea. So I recently went to a film. Manuel, I know you went to it too, and it was entitled 42, all about the first black man to play professional football. For some reason, a lot of people liked it. I did not. It was a nice enough story. Good job, Jackie Robinson, for being the first guy to play football. But this movie was just awful. Like, the acting was awful, the directing was awful. Every single line sounded like it was out of a greeting card. Maybe someday we'll all wear 42 and they won't be able to know the difference. Or when the little kid puts his ear to the train track where Jackie Robinson just was on, and he's like, I can still hear him! I can still hear him! Then he becomes a famous baseball player one day. I was thinking we can make fun of that. We make an inspirational movie trailer for a sports film about the first groundbreaker in a professional sport. And we make the inspirational movie trailer, obviously, this is going to be one of those movies that's going for the Oscar. Moms and dads are going to love it. You know, it's probably going to have a handicapped guy in it. I was thinking Like, what boundaries haven't been breached in professional sports? It's the gay barrier. I was thinking, like, the first professional gay guy in a sport and all about, like, his challenges he faces and stuff. And then I was also thinking, like, you could do a big sport like football or soccer. We could probably film soccer and that could be fun. Or you could make it a ridiculous sport, curling. A movie about the first gay curler and the challenges he faces on the ice. Or ping pong or croquet, maybe? You just have, like, all these cheesy lines, like if it's curling, "My will's harder than these rocks." Croquet, you could say, like, "Those guys are so wicked." It would just be a really gay guy. That would be fun. Let me know what you think about that one. So I guess I have to make a challenge now. I'm going to challenge you to do a handstand. A handstand, not a headstand. Film your attempts. Good luck. And Emmanuel, for missing a day, don't get too hung up on it. If this isn't fun, then why are we doing it? Nevertheless, there is consequences. Me and Brian have discussed this, and we've decided that you have to do a challenge. You have to go to a public place, ask a girl on a date, but you have to be holding a camera, it can be your phone, and you have to tell her that you want to film it for your own records because you don't ask girls out on dates very often. So would you like to go on a date? I don't go on a lot of dates, and I want to film this for my records. Brian, if you have any amendments to that, let me know.